Hey everyone. Hey my dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. One thing you can't rely on in this world is pleasing everyone. Whether that's just your day-to-day life or if you have a YouTube channel, people will not like you and people will like you. It really is like, it's just a mixed bag. You can't please everyone. You can't. Not everyone is going to agree with what you have to say. And that's fine. I get that. I wouldn't want it another way. I wouldn't want everyone to be a robot and go, I believe what you say. Everything you say is truth. No, I'm one Christian making my way through this crazy world. In John 15, verse 18, Jesus Christ says to us in red letters, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. There's a lot of people that won't understand this verse. But I have so many people in my life that I'm like, yep, the world hates God, Jesus, so therefore it will hate me as well. Yep, feel that pretty often. It's not a good feeling. I don't like it, but I understand it. In the Gospel of John, Jesus says, if the world hate you, hate is a strong word, right? Hate is a strong word. Someone that hates someone, that's a strong word. But I know this to be true. I feel it every single day, honestly. Some days more than others, but I have people in my life. I may love them, honestly, but they hate me. It's weird. It's creepy. But God himself, Jesus Christ, says to us, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me, Jesus, God, before it hated you. For people that are watching this that know me personally, do you know what Christians are up against? You may think we're ignorant or hateful or disillusioned or whatever. You can think whatever you want, but that doesn't make reality happen. You can have an opinion about what the world is. That doesn't make reality happen. You have to understand reality instead of going, well, I don't believe in this, whatever it may be. Therefore, it's not true. I believe it's not true. The only thing that if you believe in that is true is the finished work of Jesus Christ for salvation. Jesus Christ, fully man, fully God, came to earth 2,000 years ago, not that long ago. He lived a perfect, sinless life, fully man, fully God, and he did miracles and many wonderful things. The best thing he has done is go to the cross and shed his precious blood. He was buried and resurrected 3 days later, according to the scriptures, the Holy Bible. This is the gospel. This is salvation. There is nothing else. If you're seeking the truth and you don't find Jesus, you're not seeking the truth properly. You listening to me now, if you don't believe me, that's fine. I want you to do your own research. But I'm trying to cut through the fat and go, listen up. Jesus is God. He's the only one that can save you. He's the truth in a world full of lies. How many lies are in the world? We don't have time in one video to discuss how many lies there are. The mainstream news? Nope. That's not giving you the truth. And that's not saying that like your local news station that's giving you the weather and the traffic updates, That is true. That is going on. That is the news you can trust for the most part. But do they ever mention the Bible and Jesus? No. Do they mention like politics around the world? Yes, they do. Are they giving you the biblical truth? No, they're not. You can get some information from your local news source wherever you are in the world, but I wouldn't put my faith in that. I would put my faith in God. The people that I know and love that don't believe me, they don't understand what true Christians go through. We are telling people the truth in a crazy world. They don't believe, and it's stressful because they're on their way to hell. Hell. H-E double hockey sticks. They're on their way to hell forever to burn and be in torment forever. Why? Because they're a horrible person? No. But they're a sinner. You listening? No matter who you are. Doesn't matter who you are. You listening. You're a sinner. And don't feel like I'm getting on a soapbox. I'm a sinner too. So what have I done to remedy that? Well, I try not to sin, but that doesn't save me. Believing in the finished work on the cross of Jesus Christ saves me. I've been forgiven and I have salvation because of God, because I believe in God. Not a little bit, not like I'm kind of sure, I don't know, maybe it won't work out. I am 100% sure in Jesus. 100%. They're like people that say, I was a Christian, but blah, 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 blah. No, they were never a Christian, a true Christian. People can say they can be whatever they want. I'm a hippopotamus. I'm a black lady that, like that kind of thing, right? And that goes along with the transgender stuff too. Well, I woke up this day and I'm a different gender. No, you're not. There's men and women. There's Jesus Christ, who is God. He went to the cross, shed his precious blood, was buried and resurrected 3 days later, according to the scriptures. He's the only way to save you. Only way. It's simple. It's complicated in one aspect because getting there is very complicated. You have to shake off the dust and brainwashing of the world. People don't want to do that because they like feeling safe. They like playing their golf games. They like going out and just living their best life now. That's not saving them. I'm not going to sit around and blow kisses to people and go, you don't believe what I believe? Ah, you're fine. No, they're not fine. If I need to make a channel and seem angry or seem like a hateful person or seem like a crazy person, I don't care because I know I'm telling the truth. It's not my truth that I'm making up. It's the real truth of God. I am not some special person that just like, well, I realized this and now I'm so special. No, I've realized this and I'm trying to tell others to save their eternal souls and to not have them go to hell, which every single person in this world is on their way to unless they have faith in Jesus Christ. It cannot be stated enough. Am I getting through to you? Can you hear the passion in my voice? Can you tell that I'm not messing around? I may seem irritated and whatever, angry to some people. If I'm just like, oh, you don't want to believe in Jesus? Oh, that's fine. Never mind. Never mind then. No, I'm going to hit the nail on the head and go, you need to believe in Jesus. You need to. It's not an option. The option is hell and death forever. Do you think I want anyone I know, most of all, my family and friends and people that I love dearly, I don't want that to happen to them. So I'm going to give up my life, as they say, and go, okay, I'm a crazy person that talks about Jesus all the time and flat earth and biblical cosmology and the Freemasons. I'm a crazy person, right? I am telling you the truth. Wake up. God tells Christians in John 15, if the world hate you, the world hates me. Do you know what that feels like? Honestly, I'm not asking for sympathy, but do you know what that feels like? It's not a good feeling. To have people I love hate me? Do you think that feels good? Do you think that gives me sanity and rest? No, it concerns me. And I just have to deal with it. I can't do anything about it because I'm not going to change my mind about who God is and about the meaning of life. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick up my cross, preach the gospel. Jesus died for us sinners, fully man, fully God. He didn't sin once. He died as a propitiation for us. He's the only one to do so, fully man, fully God. He died on the cross so we can have salvation and go to heaven. He's the only way. Other religions? Nope. Satanic garbage. Oh, what about this person's opinion? Nope. It doesn't matter. The truth matters. Again, people can think I'm being rude or mean or pushy or angry or what. You can say whatever synonym you want about me. Oh, I'm this and that. I've heard it all. I don't care. What do I care about? I care about my salvation selfishly, but also very realistically. I want to have salvation, and I have it through Jesus Christ. So what do I do and what do I want? I want that for everyone else, no matter the cost. You're a crazy person, Josh Sparrow. No, I'm a passionate person that is not messing around in these last days. If you don't like me or hate me or think this, that, the other, wake up. Did you know that John Ferris is an Australian drummer from the band In Excess? That's a little before my time. That's a little more 80s than I'm used to. But I know of the band In Excess, and they're a very popular 80s band. So what does John Ferris do? He's on a magazine cover, the drummer of In Excess. What else does he do? No, I kid you not. He does the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, a gesture that gets scoffed at because people can't spell it or pronounce it. They just think it's nonsense. But let me say this. Have you heard me say this before? Index fingers pressed together, pressed against his lips, other fingers interlocked. Have you heard me say that before? Be honest. Be honest. Have you heard me say that before? Because I've definitely said that before. How many times? I've lost count. He's doing something called the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. It is a gesture from Freemasonry and yoga. These people are involved in that because it raises their consciousness and vibration, and it gives them Satan's false light of enlightenment. Jesus is the light of the world. The church, the bride, is the light of the world. But there's also Satan, who is a created being who mocks God, who mimics God, tries to be like God. He's not God. He is called the small g God of this world. That's something. But he's not God. He's a created being. He's a fallen angel. And he has something called the false light. People that are involved in Luciferianism, Satanism, Freemasonry, Jesuits, all this stuff, they believe in the false light of Lucifer. They probably wouldn't say the false light, they'd say the true light, but it's not. Jesus is the light of the world. Satan is not, but he mocks and mimics God because he's a created being that wants to be above the Most High. These knuckleheads do signs, symbols, and agendas like the gay and the trans agendas, just to name a couple. They do these things because they're satanic. I am telling you, Jesus is God. He's the only one that can save you. If you don't have a real relationship with him, be concerned. You could die tomorrow. The rapture could happen tomorrow. Are you certain about these things not happening? You never want to pay attention to this stuff? Do you think I make these videos every day because I'm a crazy person that just so happens to find these poses? No, I'm telling you the truth to the best of my ability. I'm a real Christian that loves God. That doesn't mean I'm a perfect person. Far from it. I still backslide and fall. I hate it. I hate sin of my own. I hate sin of the world. I want to point it out. And I want to point out these signs, symbols, and agendas that are anti-Christ. People love celebrities. They love music. They love movies and television and sports and everything. The people that entertain you are sold out to the devil. Believe it or not. You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you that. Aren't you like a little interested in this? Like, do you not see me pointing out these, do you think he's doing nothing here? Honestly, index fingers pressed together, pressed against his lips, other fingers interlocked, Uttara Bodhi Mudra. How many times do I say that? I know it falls on a lot of deaf ears, but a lot of people know. They're like, yeah, this is just the biblical world we all live in. I hope and pray my family members get to know this already, but they don't. They don't want to know this because it interferes with their perfect little lives. And I'm being sarcastic when I say that. No one has a perfect little life. They may think so, but they're on their way to hell without Jesus. You don't need to do works to be saved. You cannot do works to be saved. If you are born again and a true Christian, you want to do good works. You want to serve the Lord. Why would you not want to do anything else? That's like the best thing you can do. Once more, if I make these videos with a bit of a tone in my voice and I kind of rant a little bit, please excuse me, but not really, because I'm trying to get people saved. I can't save anyone. Only Jesus can. But I can point people in that direction. And I can say, hey, you love the world? Do you want to see what the world is? Because once you wake up, it's a nightmare. When I first woke up to this stuff, I went to the mental hospital. I'm being very honest with you. It was more than I could handle. I didn't have things all figured out then, but I was like, this is the world? Holy smokes. And it's true. Because of Jesus Christ as my rock and solid foundation to stand on, everything else is sinking sand. Because of Jesus Christ, I can mentally deal with this, and I can heartfully deal with this and understand it more and more, and I can spread the news. I can shine light on the darkness, which I'm trying to do, and I can point people to the solution, which is Jesus. That's it. It's really very simple. The gospel, we're sinners. Jesus, he's God, fully man, fully God. He died, shed his precious blood, was buried and resurrected 3 days later, according to the scriptures. This is the gospel. It cannot be said enough. I know I mentioned it a few times in this video, and I repeat myself, but I need to repeat myself because so many people don't get this. I'm just being honest with you, okay? I'm trying to be very honest with you. I'm trying to be sympathetic, apathetic. I'm trying to be consoling. I'm trying to just make you understand what the world truly is. It's not just go home and turn on the TV and get entertained. It's not that. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you need to watch with discernment. You need to do things with discernment. You need that. You need that. You listening that don't get this. You need discernment. Do you not see this guy doing a gesture I show every day? Why is that? It's because he's a famous drummer from the 80s that sold his soul to be entertaining. Is that hard to believe that people can actually sell their souls? And this is a debate as well, because people will say, you can't sell your soul. God owns your soul. It's not yours to sell. I understand that point, but at the same time, the Bible tells us we can forfeit our soul. Kanye West, I sold my soul. I know it's a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. Oh, he's such a creative rapper and such a genius. He sold his soul and probably sacrificed his mother and all these other crazy satanic things that go on for people that have actual fame and fortune in this world. It's not every person, but it's a lot of them. I guess I'm going to wrap up the video. Can you tell that when I get on here sometimes, I just want to like shake people and slap them in the face, not to hurt them and be rude and be like angry or violent or anything, but just to be like, no, seriously, man or woman, my friend, my relative, whoever, wake up. You need to know this. You need to see what the truth is. You're just denying it, and it's leading you to hell. I'm telling you with all my heart, mind, soul, and strength, with all my passion. Not waking up is leading you to hell. You need to wake up and realize what things are for the truth of things. It really is the truth. It's hard to believe. It seems crazy. You probably don't want this to be true. I don't want it to be true either. But it is true. So there's very bad news about the world, but the good news is the gospel of Jesus Christ, who is God. He shares God with the Father and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, the Godhead. Jesus is God. He is. If you were lost and need salvation and you don't know what to do, call out in Jesus' name to help you. Don't give up on him if nothing changes in a day. Prayers don't he's not a genie. He's not going to grant you a wish, but he's going to be there for you and bring you out of darkness and bring you towards him, the light, the true light. He's going to bring you towards him and save you. Okay? Really. God bless you, everyone.